Today, they sat down with our investigative reporter Angie Riccono to discuss yesterday's landmark verdict in the Derek Chauvin trial. This is Sheila Albers and Naireen Stokes. They immediately texted each other on Tuesday. They hope this verdict will be a turning point for police accountability and reforms. It's hard to believe we worried about COVID protocols in bringing these mothers together. Their relationship is clearly bigger than a pandemic.
I'm so happy to see you.
There's no one who understands more.
Chairs pushed together, they held hands.
It was wrong what they did to our sons.
And discussed waiting for the verdict.
I kind of sat in complete silence on the couch because I thought if they don't find him guilty, the world was gonna just explode.
Guilty, guilty, guilty.
It's justice these mothers say they never got in their cases. Families rarely do. Ryan Stokes was 24 years old when he was shot and killed by a Kansas City police officer in 2013. It started with an argument over a cell phone. Here's that video. It's shoving. Police maced the crowd and Ryan Stokes ran. You can see him in this police dash camera video. The chase ends in a dim parking lot. There's no video for what happened next. Ryan died holding his keys and a flip phone. The officer never faced charges.
They didn't have body cameras at that time. A lot of people didn't pull out their cell phones at that time.
There is video in John Albers' case. He was 17 years old. Overland Park police came to his house on a mental health call in 2018. Officer Clayton Jennison fired 13 shots into the family's minivan as he slowly backed down the driveway.
There will be no criminal charges brought.
The officer was never charged. He was given a $70,000 settlement and retained his peace officer's license. The department reported the officer left under ordinary circumstances.
The audio mic of the officer who killed John is still being withheld.
Shots fired, shots fired.
These mothers see a pattern. Departments protecting officers, and therefore accountability rarely happens.
Find the defendant guilty.
They feel Tuesday's verdict is a tipping point for change.
It's a door that's opened that now families like Naireen and I can walk through. We can demand accountability. We can push police reform.
The FBI is reviewing John Albers' shooting. Naireen brought a civil suit against the department and the officers involved. She still hopes for criminal charges.
We're looking for justice. We want justice. I need justice. We need the change. And the change came yesterday.
Both mothers are hopeful the George Floyd Justice and Police Act will pass. It bans chokeholds and no-knock warrants in drug cases and reforms qualified immunity, making it easier to pursue claims against police officers in civil court. Carolyn?